Hi, my name is Shira Neuman and I'm the JLIC Educator at the University of Maryland Hillel. You may be familiar with Uncle Moishe's famous song, HaShem is here, HaShem is there, HaShem is truly everywhere. And it's true. God is with us wherever we go, when we exercise, when we hang out with friends, when we watch a movie, when we're in class. But if that's true, then I have one question for you. Why did HaShem command Moshe in this week's Parshat Terumah, to build a Mishkan where God's presence can rest? It seems like building a central location for God's presence is contradictory to Uncle Moishe's song. Maybe having only one place for God to live is limiting him. And this contradiction raises an even more fundamental question, that being, what is the purpose of the Mishkan, which was the blueprint for the Holy Temple, the Beit HaMikdash, and ultimately for our modern-day shuls? The Ramban, Rav Moshe ben Nachman, or Nachmanides, a famous 13th century Spanish rabbi, gives a beautiful answer, taking into account the context into which this commandment to build a Mishkan was given. 2 weeks ago in Parshat Yitro, the Jewish people witnessed the most incredible experience of their lives, Matan Torah, the giving of the Torah at Har Sinai. At Har Sinai, the Jewish nation experienced an event that inspired them to the greatest heights of holiness, witnessing the presence of God. No group of people had done so before, and it had never happened since. The lightning, the thunder, the sounds of the shofar, and the presence, the voice of HaShem himself. And then what? Silence? How can Bnei Israel possibly go from such an incredibly spiritual experience to nothing? What were they supposed to do with that experience? So HaShem commands Moshe to tell the Jewish people, Ve'asu li mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham. Let them make me a sanctuary, and I will dwell among them. The whole purpose of the Mishkan, of Hashem's home, so to speak, was to continue that Har Sinai experience. With the building of the Mishkan, Bnei Israel were now able to take their memories of Har Sinai, that awesome inspiration of the moment, and harness its power into their daily service of Hashem. By connecting the two events of Matan Torah and the commandment to build the Mishkan, the Ramban provides a greater insight into the spiritual experience of the Jewish people at the time and the purpose of the Holy Mishkan. So even though Hashem really is, as Uncle Moshe says, everywhere, let's be honest, it's kind of hard to be aware of that. Our regular connection to Hashem through prayer, which is typically done in shul, it's not so easy. We have so many other things on our mind, things like schoolwork, internships, friends, relationships, Facebook. It's not that simple to tap into our spirituality on a regular basis. But perhaps what the Ramban is trying to teach us is that all it takes is one memory of our own Har Sinai moment to put us in the right frame of mind for prayer. Our Har Sinai moment could be anything. It could be the beauty of a family gathering together to celebrate a simcha. It could be the climactic end to a Yom Kippur davening. It could be the heartfelt slow shira we sing at Sudat Shlishit on Shabbos, or the ebbing at an NCSY Shabbaton. It could be the joy we feel when helping others in need. It could be that rush of excitement we get when the El Al plane finally touches down in Israel. Our Har Sinai moment is any time you feel a connection to God. Those moments don't come very often. We all need to find that moment, harness those memories from that moment, and bring those feelings we experienced into our davening when we're in shul. Make your mikdash ma'at, your small personal sanctuary, and fill it with Har Sinai moments, just like Bnei Israel literally did in the Mishkan in the desert. After all, there's no vacation without a snow globe or photo album to remind us of what it was. There's no Har Sinai without a Mishkan. So now I ask you, what is your Har Sinai moment? Good Shabbos.